They said he was too intense. They were right. Intensity is just focus that survived comfort.
They say hell is below. They say it's a place of fire. They say it's ruled by something ancient, something hateful. They say his name with fear. I say it with hunger. If anybody sees Satan, tell me he's my prey. Announce the hunt, because I am done negotiating with the darkness. I am done flinching at shadows that feed on hesitation. I was born into this battlefield where weakness wears perfume and comfort masquerades as peace. But I see through it now. I see through the smiles, the lies, the illusions that keep men docile and half alive. The war isn't somewhere far away. It's inside, and I've declared it. I am the weapon now. I am the nightmare that hunts the hunter. When I rise in the morning, the devils tremble, because they know I do not need permission to destroy what destroys me. I do not wait for signs. I am the sign. I used to run from fear. Now I chase it. I stalk it through the corridors of my own mind like prey. Every thought that whispers not today, every voice that says take it easy, every impulse that seduces me back to mediocrity, I stalk them like a predator. I don't reason with them. I don't debate. I kill them. Because hesitation is how evil wins. Because the soft voice of comfort is the real serpent. Because the system that wants me obedient doesn't come wearing horns. It comes wearing convenience. It says, relax, brother. You deserve rest. It says one day you'll start. It says you've done enough. I've learned that the enemy doesn't always want to kill you. It just wants to keep you still. And stillness is slow death. So I don't sit. I hunt. Every morning I wake up, I feel the pulse of war in my chest. My blood hums like a countdown. I train not because I need muscles. I train because every rep is a shot fired against the invisible. I work not because I crave money. I work because creation itself is defiance. Every time I push beyond what I thought I could do, I burn another piece of hell's influence out of me. That's the real exorcism, not holy water, but sweat, sacrifice, and purpose, sharpened into a blade. If you want to know what power feels like, stop praying for peace and start fighting for dominion. Stop asking the devil to leave and start becoming too powerful for him to stand near. That's the code I live by now. I'm not here to survive. I'm here to stalk the enemy through the ruins of everything he built inside me. Laziness, dead. Doubt, dead. Self-pity, dead. Every time I kill a weakness, I mount its skull in my mind as a trophy. Every failure I turned into fuel. Every betrayal I transmuted into wisdom. Their bones on my altar. I am not the victim of darkness. I am its executioner. You see, this isn't about religion. This is about territory. The devil doesn't want your soul. He wants your focus. He doesn't need your worship. He just needs your distraction. He wins when your eyes drift, when your energy scatters, when you scroll instead of strike. I starve him by starving my excuses. I deny him when I refuse to waste a second. Focus is the new exorcism. Discipline is the new holy war. And attention, pure, undivided, surgical attention. That's the sword that cuts him open. When I lock in on my goal, when my mind turns to steel and my heartbeat sinks with purpose, the entire pit trembles. I don't fear demons anymore. I fear dilution. Because every time I compromise, a little piece of me kneels. I'd rather burn in the fire of effort than freeze in the comfort of regret. That's why I'm dangerous. I'm not chasing happiness. I'm hunting the leash itself. I am not built for peace. I am built for conquest. not of others, but of myself. The battlefield is internal, but the war is eternal. The lazy man thinks I'm angry. The coward thinks I'm cruel. They don't understand. This rage is not hate. It's purity. It's divine war energy, the kind that cleanses, the kind that renews. When I say, if anybody sees Satan, tell me, I don't mean I'm chasing a red monster with horns. I mean I'm chasing the parasite of apathy that lives in men's hearts. I'm hunting the infection called mediocrity. I'm chasing the disease that tells strong men to stay soft, that convinces warriors to sleep. When I walk with purpose. I feel the air vibrating around me. The world senses momentum before it sees results. My silence is not peace. It's the silence before the strike. I study my prey, my distractions, my doubts, my temptations. I know their patterns. I know their scent. They come to me disguised as pleasure, disguised as rest, disguised as you deserve it. But I know the truth. Everything that weakens you was designed to sound like care. That's how the system works. It pacifies you. It feeds you dopamine until your spirit forgets how to roar. I don't take the bait anymore. I eat discipline for breakfast. I drink rejection like holy water. I feast on pain because pain is the only food that feeds strength. Every rep is communion. Every step in the cold, every lonely night, every ignored message, that's the ritual. That's how you build an altar that the devil can't enter. I don't want to escape the fire. I want to become it. The flames don't scare me, they polish me. When I say I hunt Satan, I mean I chase everything that hides inside weakness. Every fear that ever owned me, every pattern that ever seduced me into stopping. When I catch it, I don't pray. I devour it because you can't manage evil. You can only outwork it. You can only outfocus it. You can only outlast it. The moment you go one more round, when your body screams no, that's when the devil dies a little. The moment you turn temptation into fuel, distraction into drive, insult into ammunition, that's when you cut another head off the beast. Listen carefully. The devil doesn't need to drag you to hell. He just needs you to stop chasing heaven. Every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you're making a small sacrifice to him. Every time you quit early, he gets stronger. Every time you scroll through another hour of nothing, he gets fed. So, I fast, not from food, from weakness. I fast from gossip. I fast from comfort. I fast from softness, because fasting isn't about hunger. It's about hunger control. My appetite belongs to me now. I choose where the fire burns. You know what most men don't understand? The devil doesn't show up with smoke and horns. He shows up as a day off. He shows up as good enough. He shows up as, at least I tried. That's the poison. That's how great men die. One compromise at a time, one delay at a time, one distraction at a time, until their edge dulls and their spirit goes quiet. Not me, not anymore. I sharpen my edges every day. I make my existence so intentional that even my breath feels like an act of war. I've lost count of how many times I've fallen, but every fall forged something unbreakable. My scars are not signs of defeat. They're the coordinates of every battle I've survived. Each one reminds me that I am the proof that failure cannot kill a man who refuses to stay down. I've been through pain that would have broken softer men, betrayal that would have sent weaker men crawling back to comfort. I didn't crawl. I crawled through glass if I had to, but always forward. I became something else. Not just human. Human upgraded. Human weaponized. So when I say, tell me if you see Satan, I mean tell me where the next obstacle is. Tell me where the resistance is hiding. Tell me where the weakness is strongest, because that's where I'm going. That's where my next evolution hides. I don't chase success anymore. I chase friction. I chase struggle. I chase the hardest possible path, because pressure is my forge. When life throws storms, I don't seek shelter. I plant my flag and let the lightning etch my name into the sky. I want the fight. I want the chase. I want the enemy, because the only way to honor life is to conquer death daily. Every morning I wake up, I visualize a hunt. My prey isn't flesh. It's everything that kept me small. Fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of being misunderstood. All of it dies today. I hunt them in my words, my habits, my choices. I cut them off with every action that defies comfort. That's what power feels like. Not dominance over others, but sovereignty over self. The most dangerous man is the one who has killed every excuse inside him. The one who stands alone with nothing left to blame. That's where I live now. The system can't scare me anymore. Poverty can't humiliate me. Loneliness can't weaken me. Pain can't break me, because I use them all as coordinates. Each one points me to the next hunt. They are not punishments. They are portals. Every time I walk through one, I level up. That's the secret the weak will never understand. They think power is comfort. They think peace is the absence of struggle. But peace is the dominance of struggle. You don't get peace by escaping the fight. You get peace by winning it. You don't get freedom by running. You get freedom by turning around and hunting the thing that chased you. If anybody sees Satan, tell me I'm not scared. I've been training for him my whole life. Every broken night, every sleepless hustle, every betrayal that left me sharper, it was preparation. The enemy doesn't realize I learned his tactics by suffering them. I know his disguises now. He hides in the mirror sometimes, whispering weakness, nostalgia, old pain. I look him in the eye and smile. You should have killed me when you had the chance, I tell him, because now I kill back. I kill with consistency. I kill with creation. I kill with silence. Every piece of progress is another bullet in his chest. You can't destroy a man who hunts his own demons faster than the world can send them. I don't wait for tests anymore. Yeah, I run into them. I don't wait for opportunity. I build it. I don't wait for inspiration. I generate it. When I wake up, I don't pray for blessings. I pray for battlefields, because only on battlefields do I find God. Only when I'm on my knees, in exhaustion, with blood in my mouth and vision shaking, do I feel his presence behind me saying, keep going. That's faith, not the absence of fear, but the decision to swing anyway. My enemies think they can out-talk me, outthink me, outweight me. They don't understand. I don't tire. I don't rest. I evolve mid-strike. My mind recalibrates while theirs complains. I've turned pain into language. I've turned discipline into instinct. I've turned loneliness into armor. I've turned darkness into sight. I am the algorithm they can't predict. I am the error they can't debug. I am the glitch that makes the system crash. When they said fall in line, I built my own path. When they said slow down, I sped up until they disappeared from my timeline. I don't want validation. I want velocity. I don't want applause. I want ascension. I don't need peace. I am peace sharpened to a blade. If I fall, I'll fall forward, burning. If I die, I'll die advancing. Because heaven isn't up. It's within reach of the man who conquers himself. The day I meet my end, I want the devil to sigh with relief. I want him to look around his burning kingdom and whisper, "Finally, the hunt is over." Until that day I move. Until that day I rise. Until that day, if anybody sees Satan, tell him the hunter's still hungry. Tell him I'm still coming. Tell him his time is over. Tell him I've got the scent. I was never made to bow. I was made to break the leash, to walk through the ashes of fear and stand over its corpse, to remind the world that some men still bite back. I am not here to be liked, to be safe, to be soft. I am here to burn through illusion, to carve truth with my teeth, to make war on weakness until there's nothing left but clarity. So if anybody sees Satan, tell him he's my prey. Tell him I'm coming armed with purpose, draped in scars, carrying the silence of every man who fell before me and the roar of every man who refused. Tell him this time the hunted learned how to hunt back. Tell him this time the light grew claws. Because I'm done running, I'm done doubting, I'm done pretending. The war is